Okay, so my name's Kayla, and this is Lady in Red Tarot, and we are doing this live because, frankly, I don't know what the heck is going on. I have tried to do this Taurus video, I don't know, 4 times now, and like the internet stops working, or all of a sudden my phone runs out of storage, and no amount of deleting things makes it better. I have no idea what's going on right now. So I luckily I was smart enough this last time to leave the spread set up. So Taurus, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a tough one. This is a tough spread. So I'm gonna show you the cards, and then we're gonna kind of talk through it. Yeah, we'll just see how this works. I don't even know this is gonna work. This is honestly the first time that I have gone live, so we will see if it works, and maybe, just maybe, the video will make it onto the internet. A girl can dream, right? Okay, so the way that I kind of think through this stuff, I should say, when I do my love readings, this is end of January love reading. I know we only have a few more days left in January, but I've been picking up some weird vibes, and I've been, kind of in the negative energy a little bit, and so I felt like maybe that was what was happening with a lot of people, and so I've just been kind of reading out of curiosity, to be honest with you. So Taurus, for you guys in particular, what emerged with this, and this may be a very small group of you. Obviously, if this doesn't resonate, please don't take it as it's yours, okay? But what came up was that right now you have this relationship that was a fairly committed relationship, and in my mind I'm thinking marriage, because the other thing that I'm thinking is the way that you're feeling about this person. It gave me the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 4 of Cups upright, and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, now I know you're looking at it backwards, and I would fix it, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm afraid to break anything right now. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is, like, you are done working, you are done fighting. I'm not sure that you ever really wanted to work or fight for it. I don't know. What I'm getting from it, though, is that at this particular moment, you're frustrated. You're over it. You've got the 4 of Cups, and so that guy comes across to me as kind of pouty, kind of like, even though something is being offered to him, even though the cup is being offered to him, he's not having it, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, it drives me nuts to not talk to the camera. So as much as I want you to see the cards, we'll play ball together, and I'll show you the cards like this, okay? So, I asked what the Taurus person, their spouse, their significant other, their whoever they're thinking about, their love interest is feeling about them, and I got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there you go, and then the Strength card in reverse. And I clarified the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and it gave me the 7 of Cups in reverse. So to me, this person, this Taurus, whoever you're dealing with, they are frustrated, okay? In the sense that, like, the way they're viewing you is like, you're weak. Like, you did not help, no, help is not the right word. You didn't show up the way that they expected you to show up. You didn't fight the way that they expected you to fight. You didn't work the way they expected you to work. And so in their eyes, you did not deliver. And because you did not deliver, they are shutting this down. They are walking away from this commitment. And I mean walking away, okay? It's not, because the 7 of Cups energy is like, there's so much, everything's in the air right now. We don't know what's happening. No, this person's making a very firm decision, okay? They're making a very firm decision, and I think that decision is to walk away from you, okay? So you're upset, you're angry, you're hostile. This, you guys, your feelings as, as separate individuals is not positive towards each other, okay? You're feeling like, I'm so done with this, I'm washing my hands of it. and they are feeling the exact same way. Okay, so Taurus, if this is news to you, if you didn't realize that your partner or your spouse or whoever is feeling that way, I think it's, if you don't want to lose this, it's time to check in. Okay, it is time to like go do the work, right? It's time to let go of your pride. Okay, this guy, this Four of Cups guy, he comes off to me as really prideful, right? He comes off to me as like ungrateful and a little bit arrogant, right? Like he's a little bit entitled. Like he thinks he's owed something. And and I think you can only be owed, right, what you were willing to work for. And you're not willing to work right now. So you're not willing to work and you're not willing to fight, right? Okay, I'm sorry. This one's got me like my chest is kind of tight. So when I asked, so what's happening? Because the first line, I think about feelings, right? I think about how people feel, right? Because perception is reality for all of us, right? I can perceive that you don't care about me, and in my mind, that is the truth, right? Whether that is the absolute truth or not, it doesn't matter if you show it in 19 ways. If at the end of the day I perceive it as such, then to me the truth is that you don't care, right? So I asked what was actually happening, and what I got was the Emperor card in the upright, okay? The Knight of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse, okay? So, or I'm sorry, Six of Wands in the upright. So what I pulled from this and kind of what I'm feeling is like you are that Emperor energy. You are that dominant energy that, to be honest with you, in this scenario is almost suffocating, okay? And I think that's how this other person sees you. I think they see you as potentially suffocating. I kind of feel like the Knight of Wands energy and the King of Wands, both, in reverse, is just doubling down on the fact that there's not a lot of communication going on between the two of you. And more so, there's about to be communication, and that's in the Six of Wands. But that communication, and this is when I asked for the outcome, I got the Hierophant in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse, right? So that news is not gonna be good. And I actually think that whoever your person is, I think they've got friends and family, and whoever who is rallying around them and saying, you're making the right decision, you go girl, like you do you, like that type of thing. And so what I'm getting from this is like this relationship that I think is a really, I think it's a long-term thing. I think the fact that the Hierophant came up in reverse, and when I clarified the Hierophant, it gave me the High Priestess. What I get from this is that this person they're honoring themselves. They're honoring their intuition. Like, they don't think that you're gonna fight for them. They don't think that you're gonna work. And you're freaking proving them right? Like, you're straight up like, nah, I'm not gonna fight for it. And this was an established thing, okay? This was an Ace of Pentacles at one point. This was a new beginning. This was the like, yay, it's so happy, and we're walking towards the altar, right? At one point, it was a good thing. It's not a good thing anymore, right? I'm not gonna play with you. This one's like really like hurting me. Okay, so I think this person is about to ask for a divorce, a breakup, a separation, something substantial. If you were engaged and you thought you were walking to the altar, I think they're about to say, hey, I think we should break off our engagement. This is not good news for whatever this committed thing was. And again, this feels to me more like a long-term committed, like a marriage, i.e. equaling a divorce. but it doesn't have to be. We've got all the signs on the board, so this could be, you could be dealing with any sign. But Taurus, I feel like if you want to change this outcome, in fact, let's ask that question, because that's one question I did not ask in the original reading. And now that I've had the opportunity to do this 7 times, Judgment in reverse. Okay, so I think that, that feels pretty clear cut to me. The Judgment in reverse. If you will work at this, Taurus, if you will get off of your butt and flip this 8 of Pentacles over and this 5 of Wands over and go fight for this person and demonstrate to them that you are not weak, that you don't want to throw in the towel on your relationship, that you honor them, right? You recognize them, because I kind of feel like that's what this High Priestess is about. She's about your intuition, right? She's about you protecting and validating your gut and what is important to you, right? And I think with this other person, they feel super not validated at this point. And so you got to go do that, Taurus. And I think if you can do that, then you get the Judgment reverse, okay? So you avoid the legal scenario, okay? No divorce, okay? Now, I don't think that means that it's going to be rainbows and sunshine. Like, not even a little bit. This might be, you go work on it and you agree to do the things that you didn't want to agree on, right? I think originally the 7 of Cups, it came out in reverse, right? But I think originally they offered you solutions. I think this person said, hey, let's go to counseling. Let's go to a marriage retreat. Let's go to, I don't know, like some sort of option. They tried to get you out there and tried to figure out how they could fix whatever was wrong with this relationship. And I don't think you wanted to play ball, Taurus, and I don't know why. I get it. I mean, a lot of people have hang-ups about, counseling and admitting to people publicly, right, that your relationship is struggling. That sucks, That's an uncomfortable place to be in. Speaking from experience, So I kind of feel like if you will go show that person that even one of those things that they were pitching, you'd be willing to do. You'd be willing to do it because at the end of the day, this was once worth it, right? It was once worth it. I think you can avoid the judgment, right? You can avoid the final decision. You can avoid an ending. And you may not want that. You may feel that this is an ending that needs to happen. And that's okay too. I mean, sometimes we find ourselves in relationships that we know that they're not going to work out. But that's not what I'm seeing with you, Taurus. I see that with this person you're dealing with, that they see that they are being lost in this relationship. And they need to be the High Priestess, right? They need to be that person that they are. And they've been slowly shrinking. It's interesting that the Hierophant in reverse was clarified by the High Priestess. That's interesting, right? Anyway, I don't know, Taurus. You got to decide what you want. Do you want your relationship to survive, or do you want it to end? I think we're looking at a pretty substantial ending if you don't intervene quickly, okay? Because this all looks fast to me. You got the Knight of Wands, this 6 of Wands. I mean, shoot. I think the only thing we're missing is a Chariot, right? Like, this looks like this isn't, and I hope this isn't catching, anybody off guard or anything, but I hope that, and you recognize that this has been happening for a while. But, yeah, it seems like if you want this to work, Taurus, you've got to go ahead and put in the work. So with that being said, if this resonated, cool. Please let me know in the description box, in the comments below. And then otherwise, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell if you want to get notifications of when I go live, when I post new videos, and those types of things. Otherwise, good luck with this. Taurus, you got a lot going on, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. What? That's not what I meant to do.